Yo, YouTube, what it do, man? I'm back with another video, back with another reaction. Ryan Garcia, idiot or genius? Y'all know he coming off that fight with Devin Haney. I tried to react to some of it, but they blocked it, so y'all couldn't see it. You know what I'm saying? But let's get straight into the video.
Is Ryan Garcia a complete idiot or a genius? Yes, now he's no question the biggest name in boxing after apparently trolling the whole world and dismantling unanimous decision Haney in the most...
He's not the biggest name in boxing. It's still Gervonta fucking Davis. Get it right, sir.
Booked about fighting years, Garcia has become the ultimate superstar. But there really are only two words for the monumental build-up of this very intriguing fight, and those words are fucking mental. Yes, we didn't know what was going on, did we? Garcia was twitching in interviews, suggesting a possible addiction or health issue. Something strange had happened to his voice.
I can't believe I got dropped, or the fear of embarrassment. None of that got to me in that moment.
I knew he was gonna come back. I even told him, you'll be back. Remember, he was all, don't ever talk to me again.
There we are. And on top of that, he was apparently smoking weed whilst in camp, drinking heavy most days, tweeting like a total fucking fruitcake. Look at this, aliens, robots, fuck me. And in general, just saying the maddest things.
I drink and I smoke weed. I'm not in possession of my phone. I can't get access to my Instagram. My cards are locked. I'm strong. I'm strong.
He wasn't tripping, bro. All right. Look, we can all say that. We all knew Ryan was a good fighter, right? Or I'm not going to say we all did. I knew Ryan was a good fighter. I thought he was going to lose because the nigga was tweaking out on social media, but apparently it was all for show. And I respect that, no cap. Because he had me fooled.
I feel so fucking bad for introducing Jake Paul to boxing. I fucked up.
Yeah, I know, a bit nuts, innit? Although that last bit about Jake Paul I do agree with. He really did fuck things up there. Anyway, so in a nutshell, the whole world had massive concerns for young Ryan, not just for the Haney fight, but for his general well-being. Well, I say the whole world, other than Oscar De La Hoya. He didn't really seem to give a monkeys, did he? Look at his face, he's thinking, it don't sound great, but he's going to make me plenty Benjamin, so oh well, fuck it. Anyway, yes, the whole thing went on, getting stranger and stranger, with the final nail in the coffin being weigh-in day, where Ryan pretended to drink a beer and missed weight by a whopping 3.2 pounds. This invoked the feeling that he probably hadn't trained for the fight, and now this whole crazy scenario was going to end in a very tragic crescendo, because Haney has always been the total opposite, a consummate professional, and after the pro-grade win, looking to be in the prime of his life.
Did anybody else expect Haney to be better than what he showed in this fight? I thought Haney was a little bit more skilled than what the hell I seen, no cap.
Myself and many concluded there was only one outcome incoming, a Devin Haney destruction. But then fight night came. Ryan warmed up with an orchestra in his changing room, as you do, and then at the sound of the bell, barely seconds into round one, we all said the same thing. Well, I'm fucked.
When he hit that bit, I said, damn, ooh.
So in a nutshell, he completely pulled the tits over our eyes, didn't he? Because let's be honest, he must have trained hard, he must have been on the ball, and the mind games clearly pulled Haney into the fight that Garcia wanted. With Devin coming forward in the mid stages, chasing a knockout compared to his usual cruise control boxing that regularly ends in a standard and a little bit fucking boring unanimous decision for Haney.
Oh, them shorts
it
right there is
opened up
tough.
a can of worms on Devin's chin going forward, but that's for another day. Now it's the Garcia show, baby, and by the by, Daddy Garcia was rather happy about all this.
He was amazing. I thought, well done, well done. Oh really? Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You hurt my son, you piece of shit. What are you talking about? You might, fuck you. You know you're a piece of shit. Now what are you gonna say?
What happened?
Luke Campbell? And fucking Devin Haney? Fuck you. Now who you got? Who do you got?
Jerron Ennis.
Who?
Jerron Ennis.
How about Pitbull?
You know he's good. Jerron Ennis is good.
They're all good.
Well done. Respect. Respect. It was a good performance.
Oh, he was playing.
Bloody hell, you see where Ryan gets it from, can't you? He's up and down like a fucking grasshopper. Shit himself at the sound of Boots Ennis, didn't he? Anyway, then Garcia showed up to the post-fight presser, and we were expecting him to say, see, I gotcha. It was all lined up, but it kind of left us with more questions.
Hey, bro, that what took me out when he said that shit.
This is why people need to stop believing everything on the internet and stop, living in a false reality. At the end of the day, there's a lot of real shit going on. The last thing you should worry about as a kid, acting crazy on the internet. Real shit is going on in the world. Open your eyes.
Yeah, so I don't know about you, but I'm still double confused. First he says,
this is why people need to stop believing everything on the internet and stop, living in a false reality.
Okay, and then he says,
at the end of the day, that shit was real.
So yes, that's just left me even more puzzled. I still don't know if it was real or a total load of bollocks, that build-up. Plus there's more on top of that. Back to the weigh-in, and Ryan says it wasn't a beer, it was just apple juice. But then in the Valuetainment podcast after the fight, he says it was a beer.
The day of the fight, I drank a Blue Moon. I was chilling, bro.
So do you know what I mean? I'm all skewed.
He said the
with
day
it.
of the
What
fight, not
are
the
the
weigh-in.
truths in all
Wait,
this?
are they in the
Is
same
he a
day?
compulsive liar? Because it just sounds like the old Tyson Fury effect to me. One day it's something, the next day it's something else. But I'll tell you what, I do call bollocks on this.
You know, I did what I felt I needed to do to feel okay. And so I drank every day and I did whatever I wanted. And I walked through the fire and still held it down and still beat fucking Devin Haney and still drink every day and still beat him.
Yeah, let's be honest, that's a complete load of waffle, innit? We know that didn't happen. I mean, I drank every day for a week in Magaluf. After that, I could barely find the energy to wipe my fucking arse, let alone beat a world champion boxer. Bloody hell. And one thing's
probably
for
did,
certain,
but I ain't gonna
Derrick
lie.
James wouldn't have stood for that anyway. So yeah, that's just another lie, innit? But yes, after all this, after the antics and the chaos, after beating what many consider to be a
Oh my
potential
God.
pound-for-pound great, and becoming the most talked about athlete in the world by far, ultimately, is he a genius or a complete and utter idiot?
I ain't gonna cap. I think that was a smart move, right? But he did say he got to fight Shakur. So Shakur said if he wins, Ryan got to give him a fight. I'm gonna be watching that, no cap. First, I'm finna watch the Frank Martin and the Gervonta Davis fight.
Well, I suppose you got to give it to him. He's a ruddy genius,
No
ain't
cap.
he? Now, before I give him his props, I will say one thing. Coming in 3 pounds over is bang out of order. It was a stellar performance and I'll take nothing away from that, and you never know, the outcome may have been the same anyway. But still, it's a mega advantage whatever way you swing it. And whether or not you think Devin himself is a weight bully, he still deserves a rematch on an even playing
Oh,
field.
the fuck he
But
don't.
Ryan's taken a liberty saying he won't get one. I suppose it is what it is. But then again, this was another part of the genius because he was happy to scrap the belt and clearly wanted to come in comfortable. Yes, it's definitely wrong and bad sportsmanship, but you know what? Now that Ryan's won, the sad truth for Devin is no one really gives a shit. It's apparent in his face the effects the Tank fight weight had on him, so he definitely knew what he was doing this time around, and it worked to perfection. Regardless of the bad sportsmanship, as mentioned, he's now cemented his place as today's face of boxing, because now everyone knows who Ryan Garcia is, and nobody does headlines and numbers quite like this man. The day after the fight, the highlights on DAZN's YouTube channel had reached an unbelievable 8 million views,
Damn.
and is still going now. The Tank fight pulled in 1.2 million pay-per-view buys, and I'd imagine this is the same, if not more, with the monumental build-up. So clearly Ryan's got the Mayweather effect down to a T, and he's even sprinkled in his own little bit of chaos. If I'm totally honest, I found it a little bit uncomfortable watching him capitulate in the run-up to this fight, but if your aim is to earn as much money as possible, sell the fight and get as many eyes on it as you possibly can, then he absolutely nailed it, and will be reaping the rewards for the rest of his career. Plus, on top of that, he even put a big bet on himself, didn't he? A whopping 2 million at 6 to 1 apparently. Thanks a lot. Bloody hell, what's that? 6 times 2, he's won about 6, 2, 8, 4, 7, well, he's more than doubled his money, ain't he? I'm shit at
He
maths.
sure
But
did.
yes, superb stuff. And you know what else? In a sport where the best very rarely fight the best, Ryan deserves the biggest credit for taking on the two most dominant forces around their weight classes. He fell short against Tank, but this was a genius and gutsy move to get himself back on top that paid off. Now, I think we can all agree he does talk a hefty amount of bollocks, but once again, mention any of the most lucrative names in combat sports like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Mayweather, McGregor, and they've all talked plenty of smack at the end of the day. Ultimately, this is what sells to the masses. So if you have got the cojones to do it and the ability to back it up, this is where superstardom arises from. Genius stuff. So yes, all this had the makeup of a Hollywood movie, the old Ryan Garcia show over the past few months. And whether you like him or not, regardless of the Tank loss, regardless of missing weight, he's now living up to his name of the...
Hey, so do y'all think that? Look, I pay attention to boxing. Like, I pay attention to the names I like, but I don't really pay attention, right? So, did that 3 pounds really make a difference, or no? I think that 3 pounds. I think that shit do a little something. I ain't gonna lie. Like, that shit do a little something, bro. Like 3 pounds, bro. You can't just shout on 3 pounds, bro. You like 3 pounds really is a little something, bro. The people be like, nah, it ain't nothing but shit, me boy.
King, cause there's no question he is the money, and everyone will be clambering for the Garcia fight now. But what does he do next? Will he bother staying at super lightweight, or will he move up to welterweight? Well, firstly, he's openly said that Haney's not getting a rematch. He wants the Tank fight at around 144, but that ain't gonna happen.
Tank not gonna come to 144.
Some names that have been mentioned are Teofimo Lopez, the ferocious Subriel Matias, Conor Ben, and the sensational Boots Ennis. But early predictions, I think he's well up against it with Matias and Boots, and even though they're great fighters, they're not really the biggest names yet, so it's high risk and low reward. He's called out Conor Ben for a UK fight, but fuck knows about Ben and his UK situation at the minute. And Teofimo is plausible, but he looked a bit crap in his last fight, and anyway, Garcia clearly struggles to make that weight, so his time there might be done. It's a bit of a mystery. Looking on though, from a promotional standpoint, you'd be mad to take an extremely difficult fight next, because why would you risk losing his newfound status? Maybe we can expect something that plays a little more into his hands, a kind of very winnable fight at welterweight. But also, you could bet your bottom dollar he'll be eyeing up the Saudi situation. He's almost certainly already on the Double Excellent Turkey's radar, which could mean a possible Crawford showdown in the future should he beat Madrimov. And it don't get much bigger than that. So we'll have to wait and see what's next for the man, but Garcia is now officially king by name and king by nature.
I'm not calling that man no
the
king,
show,
bro.
and he doesn't give a monkey's how he does it. The genius thing is, we still don't know if it's all a big hoax, but there we are. Now don't forget to check out the old Sparko store. Got you some blinding clobber over there, and
W video, man. Yeah, bro. I think that might have been the smartest thing Ryan Garcia could have did. No cap, cause he had us fooled, including me. I'm not gonna tell y'all no lie. But look, like, comment, subscribe if you made this far. We're on the way to roll to 1.7K. But look, I've been sleeping on this. I want to bring the streams back, right? So I'm gonna start. If y'all made this far, just tap in, like you know what I'm saying. I want to start bringing the streams back. So, like, I need y'all to I'm gonna put the Twitch stuff in the bio. But look, when I bring the streams back, I need y'all to beat up, cause I'm not finna just stream just to be in the chat. I'm finna stream my ass off, like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna talk about a little more, but I'm not streaming just to be on here. You know what I'm saying? I'm really streaming my fucking ass off, no cap. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out. No cap, you did.